Thursday night football, the Bills and the Fins. Let's get after it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig Ben, aka Cash Cake, back with the Prizepicks NFL video. Week 2 starts this Thursday. We got the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins. Yesterday's WNBA was ugly. Absolute donut. Kelsey Plum only played 24 minutes, so she didn't hit over her 7.5 3-point attempts. She only played 24 minutes, put up 5. Caitlin Clark got that offensive rebound late, and then Isabel Harrison fouled out of the game. So absolutely dumpster fire. I will take the L on that one, 0-3. And for that, I'm going to buy someone lunch here. So hit the like on that video. Put a comment inside this video. I'll pick one of you guys, buy you guys lunch. I hate when we go 0-3 like that. It's been a hot minute. We've been on a hot streak, but we're going to get it back here in NFL Week 2 Thursday night football action. If you don't have that Prizepicks account, I don't know what you're doing. Use that promo code CashCake. Get yourself $50 instantly for just playing $5. It is that simple. Let's dive in. Let's talk about it. All right, NFL Prizepicks. We're going to dive into it here. We're going to talk about 3 plays. I'm trying not to pick the same plays. In a single game like this, I've done a lot of videos. I've done a DraftKings Pick 6 video. I've done an Underdog video, now Prizepicks. So I try to get a little bit different. One's going to be the same. And then one I'm actually going to use a goblin just because, you know, every site it's a little bit different, right? So we're kind of show you that and just dive into it and show you what's going to go on there. So first play, we're just going to talk about Miami. We'll just pull it up. We'll talk about Miami. It's a play I talked about before. I still think the line's a little too high here, but it has moved around a little bit. We're going to go less than 97.5 reception yards for Tyreek Hill. I mentioned this quite a bit in a different video I did, just with the defense with Buffalo. They just don't like to give up the long ball, right? Tyreek got 130 yards last week, 80 of it coming from just a massive catch. So I think, you know, they keep it in front of them. You know, he's never went over this, and every game he's played Buffalo back 2017. And I just think he'll get a lot of stuff underneath, and he's just not going to take the top off. They're not going to let him. Now, could Hill crush this at any time? Sure. Don't get me wrong. But I still think it's a spot where they keep the ball underneath. It hasn't moved enough. There's still a ton of juice hitting on the unders here. A lot of books have moved this off the number. If you were in our Discord, I put this out at 99.5, but it's moved in spots at 94.5, 95.5, and there's still some juice on the under at the 95.5 even. But the places that are sitting at even 97.5, we still see it at minus 133, minus 136 at some of the other places. So it's still moving down. You know, we get still a little value here at 97.5. I think once it gets to about 94, 95, I'd feel a little uncomfortable playing it. But again, if you were on our Discord, I gave that out early in the week at 99.5. But we'll take Tyreek Hill. We'll take the under and hope he doesn't take the top off and beat this defense for a big one here. Next one, we're going to go in and we're going to talk about a goblin, my favorite goblin today, just because I think there's so many ways this game can go. I'm going to take Shakir here at 24.5 reception yards. Now, I do like, if you don't want to take the goblin fantasy score, I don't mind taking the 9 fantasy score with him. He's working out of the slot. And, you know, I think until Josh Allen really feels out this receiving core with Gabe Davis and Diggs gone, he's going to lean on Shakir a little bit here. So, you know, the 40.5 reception yards, I think that's probably where the line should be at. So I kind of feel more comfortable at the 24.5. It just feels a little bit safer here, and I don't mind taking the goblin at this line. If we look at the 24.5, he's cleared this in 8 of his last 10 games, including last week where, again, he got that 42. And the 2 games that he didn't clear it, he only had 1 target in each of those games. But we should see, 3, 4, 5 targets for him, and 24.5 just feels pretty low. This line opened up at 38.5, and it's got pushed up to get into that 40.5. So, taking a goblin here. Kind of feels right. You know, you can put in and do a double up here if you want to just put these two in like this. I really like doing that for NFL. It's a lot of fun. And then we'll dive in and you know, talk about this third place. So again, if you want to take Shakir and you don't like the goblin, fantasy score or looking at the total receiving yards of 40.5 is the other plays I like, but I feel pretty comfortable about that Shakir 25 receiving yards there for the goblin. And then the last one we're going to talk about here is James Cook. I mentioned a couple other plays here in different videos, but this one's just where the line is sitting right now. I think it's 18.5. I think I feel pretty good about this. You know, he got 32 last week. I think he's going to get between 3 and 5 targets. You know, the line moved up to 19.5. It settled back down to 18.5 here. Miami's ranked 19th in NFL in receiving yards allowed to the running back. He's going to get the workload. You know, it's going to be him. So they're giving up around 32 yards a game. I just like this. I think that they're going to continue to run the ball. They're going to continue to run the ball pretty heavily as well, you know, with the new offensive coordinator, you know, with Brady coming in towards the last half of that. I mentioned the video with Dorsey. Dorsey's the one that's got fired. Brady come in, and that's kind of what they're doing, running the ball pretty heavy. You see some more of these dump offs, and I kind of like the 18.5 reception yards here going against Miami here. A couple of the plays I like with James Cook. I don't mind the 2.5 receptions. You know, I think there's some other ways you can get creative with Cook, but the receptions at 2.5, I kind of like that one. If you also want to look at the rushing attempts at 14.5, he's been crushing this as well since Brady took over. So I think that's a shot you can go. But for here, we'll take James Cook, more than 18.5 reception yards. And that's the 3 plays that we'll kind of go with this video. Again, took the donut. I'm going to take my L on that WNBA video yesterday. So again, leave a comment in this video and I will get you lunches on me. So leave a comment. I'll pick somebody in there, buy you guys lunch. Appreciate you guys taking your time to listen. And again, if you want access to all the tools and picks that we have over at dailyedgesports.com, this is our projection EV tool, kind of pull up with Buffalo and Miami with our projections and everything that we have. Or if you want a free month of Elite, you can head over to our free offer. And if you're a first-time depositor, any of these sites here, you will get a free month of Elite. It is that simple. Again, let's enjoy some Thursday night football here. Should be a good one. Really look forward to it. Going to be dropping some more plays in our Discord, so check us out. And with that, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.